everyone, welcome back to Raw FPL. So in this one, it's the Game Week 36 team selection. So I'm going to be going over how the team's shaping up for Game Week 36. And yeah, there's a lot of injuries. So I'm probably going to have to try and sort out those injuries at the back. I had 5 defenders who have been injured at the start of this game week. So yeah, some changes needed. So we're going to take a look at how I'm going to sort of navigate these injuries, some good replacements, and how the team is looking for Game Week 36. So if you do like this one, please do drop a like and please hit subscribe if you're new. And let's jump into it. Okay, so just before I go on to Game Week 36, I'll quickly run through how I did in Game Week 35. Obviously, I went over it a little bit in the last video, so I'll be pretty quick with this. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't the best week. Obviously, I spoke about the Man City guys letting me down. Diaz, Foden, both ill. Haaland on the bench. But yeah, Foden and Diaz look like they should be okay. It was just an illness. So yeah, hopefully they'll be back for Wolves in Game Week 36. But yeah, it was a red arrow, quite a big red arrow. I've just dropped out of the top 100k, so I'm about 101,000 thereabouts. So yeah, I mean 58 points. Petrovic, he's going to get 2 more bonus as well. So that'll be 60, and I'll also get Højlund off the bench. So I'll be on 62. It'll be a red arrow. But yeah, I mean, it's not an absolute disaster. Obviously, the Guardiola instead of Diaz, that's quite a big swing. Obviously, Guardiola got the 15 points there, Diaz with 0. And because there's so many injuries, I've got nothing on my bench for my defence. So that's a big issue going forward. But yeah, Palmer, he came in with that assist. Really unlucky to smack it against the crossbar. Really good free kick, but yeah, he gets the assist. Annoyingly for me, Jackson was obviously there to tap in the rebound. So if you've got Jackson, you'll be you'd be loving that. But definitely hurt my rank that because so many people had Jackson. So yeah, that wasn't ideal. And then Van de Ven, he's got a double game week. He gets 1 point. So the yellow card, conceding 2. So he's not been. And also he had the goal ruled offside as well in the last game. So yeah, quite unlucky with him. But he's got another double game week coming up, and he's got Burnley at home in Game Week 37. So yeah, fingers crossed we can get something from him. And then the other player to play was Petrovic, as I said, 11 points. And Son, he obviously blanked. So yeah, Gusto not in the starting 11, not even on the bench. So he looks like he could be an issue. So I'll just talk about what I'm going to do, and I'll go over the team selection for Game Week 36. But yeah, so overall, it's 62 points with the bonus and the Højlund bench coming on. So yeah, not a brilliant game week, but let's see if we can get back into that top 100k, maybe even push for a top 50k. We'll see how it goes, see how the bench boost goes. So yeah, let's just take a look now how the team's looking for Game Week 36. So moving into Game Week 36 then, and we are bearing in mind, obviously, the double Game Week 37, so I'm going to be bench boosting there. So the next game week, Game Week 36, is just a single game week, and then we do run into that double. So yeah, this is how the team's shaping up. So starting in net, Petrovic, West Ham at home. They did keep a clean sheet against Spurs, so West Ham at home is quite a good fixture. So let's see how he does there. I am kind of debating whether to start Maguire, or if we get Gusto news, then I might switch it to Gusto, because Gusto is currently on the bench. But yeah, I mean, I'm thinking, I don't know, if Gusto is not even on the bench against Spurs, so I'm kind of thinking he might come on for like a few minutes against West Ham. So yeah, I'm opting for Maguire. Maguire is the transfer in, so it will be Lamptey out, and it was Maguire in. So yeah, Lamptey, who was just sat on the bench, obviously he's not going to be back anytime soon. So Lamptey out, Maguire in, that will be the transfer. And then I've got Diaz against Wolves at home. I think if he does start, it's a good chance of a clean sheet there. So Wolves at home, good fixture. It's just whether or not he starts, and it's the same with any Man City defender. I mean, Diaz, he was looking fairly nailed, but then he obviously got ill. And yeah, I think if I was picking from fresh, I think I'd probably go for Guardiola, just because he is quite a bit cheaper. He's only 5 million, and he's got quite a good goal threat. But now I've said that, he probably won't start. So it's just you've got to be prepared if you've got Man City defenders. They can be benched. And to be honest, it's the same with any Man City asset. Also, update on Edison. It's not as bad as it first looked. So if you've got Edison, I'd probably just hold off. If you've got a second goalkeeper, I'd just play them because Edison might be back for 37. We need some more news really from Pep. So I'd just keep hold of him for now if you can. Because he might be back for 37. So we'll just have to see what Pep says. And then Dan Burn. So yeah, I'm happy to have Dan Burn against Burnley. I think if you have Share as well, I think he could be back. So we'll have to wait for the press conferences from Eddie Howe. But again, just hang fire. Because Share might be okay. It looks like a little bit of a hamstring injury, but it didn't look as bad as we first thought. So yeah, Share might be okay. Just keep hold of him. Again, if you've got a bench player, you can just play him instead. But I wouldn't go, making transfers early. Just wait until we've had the press conferences first. So yeah, that's the back line. Let's just take a look at the midfield now then. So moving into midfield, and I think it looks good. I mean, the only kind of player I'm missing really is Gordon. I think Gordon, yeah, he can do really well, can't he? But his away form is definitely not as good as his home form. So I'm kind of hoping that continues. But Burnley away, it's a good fixture. He could definitely do some damage there. And so many people have got him that it can definitely hurt my rank. But I guess the sort of other side of that is I've got Salah, who not many people, particularly kind of active managers, not as many are going to have him. He's going to be a bit of a differential. So I quite like Salah. And yeah, as you can see, he's got my vice captain at the moment. I don't know. I'm a bit tempted just to captain him, but then also it could just could go horribly wrong. So I'm debating swapping him, debating swapping the captaincy and putting on Salah, but I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how brave I'm feeling tomorrow. So yeah, Salah's there. I'm happy to have him. He's a bit of a differential. He could definitely help me. You could easily see Salah getting a brace against Tottenham. It's a good fixture. Obviously, Tottenham on the back of this 2-0 defeat as well. They're just not clicking as well, and defensively they're not brilliant. So yeah, Salah maybe captain. We'll see how brave I'm feeling. But anyway, he's in the team. Foden, I think he'll be back. He was obviously ill. Wolves at home, really good fixture. So yeah, he's going nowhere. If you've got De Bruyne as well, I really like the look of De Bruyne, and I think they probably will both start. There's always a risk with Man City assets, as we previously said. But yeah, I think De Bruyne will start. I think Foden will start. Out of the two, I still think Foden's better, to be fair, just because he is sort of skewed more towards goals, and he is slightly cheaper. But if you're looking for a differential, then obviously De Bruyne is a lot less owned. So I think if you do have the money, then De Bruyne could be a good differential pick. And then we've got Son. Again, Liverpool, I think, they're not defending as well as they, once were. So I think Son in behind, it could work quite nicely. I don't mind Richarlison now he's back as well. Maybe not for this week, but for the double coming up. But yeah, Son, he's fine to have. Liverpool away, he could definitely get a goal there. So happy to play Son. And Palmer, he's just missed another return last game week. So yeah, happy to have Palmer, and he's not going anywhere. Obviously, got that double coming up as well, and he's just such good value. I think, next season it wouldn't surprise me if he's 9 mil because he is just that good. He's on pens as well, so yeah, he's going nowhere. And then Garnacho, I've opted for Garnacho over Højlund just because he looks a bit more. I don't know. Højlund kind of makes the space for like Garnacho on the wing, so yeah, I've opted to play Garnacho. And yeah, Højlund he'll be first on the bench, as you can see here. So Højlund first on the bench, as I said. I mean, currently I've got Garnacho. I think I probably will keep Garnacho just because he seems to be a bit more kind of a bit more of a goal threat really. And then Isak, he's been absolutely quality. He's not going anywhere. I think if you don't have Isak, you definitely want to get him, especially for this double coming up. They've just got good fixtures as well. So yeah, Isak, if you've not got him, I don't think I don't think Wilson's going to affect his minutes too much. And, I think that we have seen them play together. So I think, if anything, they could probably play together. I just think Isak's, a really good option. So he's going nowhere. And then Haaland, currently the captain, home to Wolves. Yeah, it's a good fixture. Really good fixture. Obviously, the title race is still on. So he's going to want to, not only just for the title, but he's going to want to get that golden boot as well. So, yeah, currently on Haaland. As I said, I am tempted by Salah. Will I go there? I don't know. I'll leave it in the comments who I actually go for. But yeah, currently on Haaland for the captaincy. Might change to Salah. But yeah, I think there's a few good captaincy options really. Palmer at home to West Ham is good. Foden, that's another good pick. De Bruyne, if you've got De Bruyne, he could be really good differential. And then you could just join me and come to Salah maybe. I just think, yeah, I don't know. I've got a bit of a feeling, but it could go horribly wrong. So, yeah, for now it's Haaland. I'll let you know what I do, but yeah, could be very tempted. And then the bench, Van de Ven last on the bench, not expecting a clean sheet. Gusto still injured, so I'm going to wait for an update on that. I think it's looking less likely that he's going to be fit for game week 37. So yeah, he might be the next transfer out, but we'll have to see sort of after this game week how he's looking really. So yeah, that's the team. I think it looks all right. The only players I'm kind of missing really is Gordon, but I don't know. Gordon against Salah. I think I'd just back Salah, to be honest. He's at home as well, so yeah, fingers crossed it goes okay. And then to finish up then, it is the differential of the week. I spoke about Newcastle's fixtures. So they've obviously got Burnley away, and then they've got that double of Brighton and Man United, which, both of their defences aren't that brilliant. So you'd fancy Newcastle to get, a few goals in these games here. So, he's a bit... He might not start, and he probably won't start both of them. But 2.7% owned. He is a massive differential. So, and also these differentials. If Wilson did get a brace, he kind of wouldn't be. He wouldn't be massively shocked because he is just that good when he plays. It's just whether or not he plays. So I think if you are, you want to blast up your mini league, and you want to take a real punt, then Wilson could definitely fire up the league. So yeah, differential of the week. He's only 2.7% owned. And yeah, it's a risky one, but it could definitely pay off. So I'll leave that one there then. If you do have any questions, just put them in the comments and I'll be sure to answer them. Yeah, and good luck with the rest of this game week. I'll let you know what I do in terms of captain Salah or captain Haaland. But yeah, we'll see. So yeah, best of luck everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.